Victoria, thank you for agreeing to do an interview for male-versus-female.org forums. Did you always know since you were a child that you would be an athlete?
An athlete, yes. A wrestler, no.
No? Please tell us about your background in sport then.
I started swimming when I was 4ish, and I swam a lot during my life. Then, yeah, that's it. Then I went to the gym a lot of times, and then I started wrestling. Yeah.
Okay, to achieve what you have achieved in the sphere, there has to be a great love for wrestling and for winning, to keep training and improving yourself. I mean, what keeps you there? What is your motivation?
I asked the same question to myself several times, and I just like it. I cannot explain it much better. It's just meeting new people, traveling. I just love wrestling.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. But were you ever interested in wrestling before, like you started doing videos for other producers? No, never interested.
And not even any martial arts. Never,
No.
ever. No.
No. But did you know that if you could try, you would be good at it?
No.
No, you didn't have an idea. But okay. But how did you get approached by them, by like video producers? Well, when did it happen and how did it happen?
It happened in 2000, so 14 years ago in January. I had a classmate, a girl who did this wrestling, and she asked me, so she got me into it. And it was funny because first I said no, I wasn't so interested at all. I wasn't interested in wrestling and martial arts. But then she said, there will be a show next weekend and just come and see. And I said, yeah, okay, just to watch is no problem. And I liked it.
Yeah, and during the show you just watched the first show?
I intended just to watch, but the producer insisted on that I do their match.
May I know what show was it?
It was a DWW show in Budapest.
Alright, okay. It was year 2000, you said?
Yep.
Alright. Do you recall the first time you wrestled the opposite sex, like competitively, a man? What did you feel?
Yeah, it was the same year when I started. So as I told you, I started wrestling in January with girls, and it was the same year, summer when I could try mixed wrestling first, and I don't really remember. It was nothing special. I mean, no bad and no good ideas. It was neutral. It was good. So
did you win the first match?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
But maybe I don't know.
Alright.
It was an American guy, but I don't remember who won.
Alright. Okay, can you tell us about what is the difference between competitive wrestling with a woman and competitive wrestling with a man for you?
Girls always want to win. So if there is a match between two girls or two women, they just want to win and nothing else matters. Whereas a guy, there are two basic types of guy. One just enjoys fantasy wrestling and he doesn't mind if the woman dominates, and the other type wants to show that he's the man and wants to win. But previous one is, so there are more guys who enjoy to be dominated by a woman.
So you get a better fight from a girl, yeah? I mean better trying.
Yeah.
You always try better.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your favorite submission or chokehold versus a woman or a man, or if it's the same?
I don't like chokeholds at all. When I started wrestling at the WW, the first main rule was no chokes. Okay. So we never ever applied chokeholds during the wrestling.
Okay, what about squeezing holds?
Squeezing holds, yeah, scissors are my favorite. And
which type of scissors?
All kind of scissors I like, and I'm quite good in applying scissors.
Do you think your background in swimming helps you? Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Is there a, like, I'll ask a question, is there a favorite type of head scissors that you apply more often than other types of head scissors?
Mm. I like figure four head scissors, but they are not as effective as when I straighten my legs. So the normal, they are more effective. They are more painful. So the opponent will give up sooner by a straightened leg scissor than by figure four. But figure four is better to apply when you just want to hold down your opponent and you don't want that he or she moves too much.
Okay, is it the front figure four or reverse figure four?
Both.
Both of them.
Yeah.
One of the favorite holds or positions, some might say, in a pin count match or a submission match is a schoolgirl pin. But the problem is that a lot of people doubt its effectiveness. What can you say about it? As you use it quite often, could you please tell us what is the most effective mount position to attain a pin to the count of 10? Yeah, what is the most, the best pin position to keep a person down to the count of 10?
Yes, schoolgirl pin is also, it only works if the opponent is weaker than you are, because then it's easy to get rid of if someone sits on you in a schoolgirl pin. If he or she is weaker, then it's no problem. I can hold him or her down. But well, in a real competitive match, it's not effective at all. So we don't really apply it because it doesn't really work.
Okay. What are the most memorable matches you have had throughout your submission wrestling career that had the largest impact on your career or personality? Can you remember the most important fights for you?
Female matches.
Female or mixed, whatever.
Female matches. I remember a very good match against Vivi Lane from the States.
Yeah.
She won, but I really enjoyed the match.
Yeah.
The same to Jenny Sjödin from originally Sweden, but she lives in Manchester at the moment.
Sorry, what's her name?
Jenny Sjödin.
Okay.
Sjödin. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly. Cassidy in London.
Cassidy.
Yeah.
All right. They are all like recent matches. And like when did they take place?
Vivi Lane was 5 years ago, I guess. Cassidy 3 years ago. Jenny 2 years ago.
What does it make them more memorable to you? What's
I appreciate those girls very much.
as wrestlers?
As wrestlers, yeah. Against all of the three I lost.
Yes.
So all could win against me, but I could learn a lot of things from them. And I just respect them and appreciate them.
Okay. Who do you think are the wrestling scene's best pound for pound female submission wrestler at the moment, or of all time, or best wrestlers? I mean, you have wrestled against many of them. I mean, you must have a better understanding.
Well, there are those who are active at the moment as well. Vivi Lane.
Yep.
It's difficult to tell because there are a lot. Just the problem is that recently they got a lot of jitsu, BJJ stuff into wrestling, which I don't do. I personally don't do BJJ. I don't like it, and I don't want to learn it, and I will not learn it. And most of the girls who can really beat me in a match are with BJJ experiences, so I just cannot do anything against them. Yeah. Like Venom from London as well, or Tia from Hungary, or again Vivi Lane.
Do you not like BJJ because you find it like damaging or destructive to the
exactly.
body with those
Exactly.
joint locks? Yeah.
Exactly, and chokeholds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're mostly classical wrestler,
Yeah.
right? Classical.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can go to the next question then. Are there any wrestlers you would like to have a competitive match with the most, like the ones you never fought before?
Phew. I would like to have a rematch with all of them I mentioned if there would be if it would possible to just have a plain traditional wrestling match, so not without any BJJ stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand you very well. Are there any? What are your plans for the near future? Are you having any wrestling matches that you would like your fans to know, or any session trips to other countries? What are you doing now?
I travel a lot within Europe,
Yeah.
so I'm quite often in other European cities. Actually, if my fans have any ideas what match they would like to watch, I'm happy to receive the requests and then decide.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You talking about the fans. How can they like contact you if they want a session, private session with you?
There is a website wb270.com. They can see my travel plans
And write an
dates.
email to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
directly to me.
Okay. Very good.
Viktoria from Hungary.
Okay. Sometimes woman that defeats a man in a wrestling match thinks less of a man and will never have a really close relationship with that man, or she would never have a significant other that she could overpower, because I've heard this from many of the wrestlers, girls, and not one person. Do you think the same way?
I can't tell, I have a boyfriend, so I never think about it.
Alright, okay. What would you like to wish to male versus female forums?
I don't know, I'm not really into forums. I don't read them often because I'm afraid that I read something bad about me.
There's nothing bad.
Sometimes there is.
We love you so much.
Just maintain this habit, and this is good for everybody if these forums go on and they exist and they work. It's good for the fans, good for the producers, and good for the girls, of course.
Hey, thank you very much for saying those words.
You're welcome.
I'd like to thank you again for devoting your time to answer these questions. I wish you good luck, and I hope only the best of everything comes your way. Thank you very much, Vicky. We all love you very much.
Thanks.